Hi, everybody, and welcome to Make It Count. Krishnamurti once said, "So the problem is our consciousness. Our consciousness, which means the way we think, the way we live, the way we believe, the way we react, our behavior, all that is our consciousness, which is our life. That consciousness is us. The content of the consciousness makes consciousness." I've only discovered Krishnamurti recently, and I'm very happy that I'm finally able to understand his teachings and to understand the profoundness of his words. I'm still going further on with the readings, hoping to be more inspired and to gain more clarity on things in life due to his work. And I wanted to share this tidbit of information with you because I know that many people haven't heard of him before, or if they heard about him, they never got to share in the abundance and the wealth of his knowledge. So if you are interested about spirituality and interested about being a well-balanced person in this day and age, in this frantic world, I strongly recommend to you the readings of Krishnamurti. Make It Count is a podcast made for everybody who wants to share their spiritual experiences while here on earth as human beings. There are several people who have dared, who are brave enough to share their experiences with the world, and I congratulate them and thank them for sharing every bit of their experiences with us. One of the greatest authors of this time, one of our favorite spiritual guides from this generation, is Dr. Wayne Dyer. Wishes Fulfilled was a book that made all the difference for me, and since then I've been reading his work every day, page by page, listening to his podcasts and to his videos, and I'm still learning from him. So God bless him in heaven, protect him, and he give him the light that you have given him on earth as well as in heaven. Thank you, Dr. Wayne Dyer, for your inspiration and for leaving behind such a great and inspiring work. It's due to Dr. Wayne Dyer that I discovered another brave soul who decided to share their experience. Anita Moorjani. Her book title is Dying to Be Me, My Journey from Cancer to Near Death to True Healing. She's one of the people who experienced a very spiritual moment during a near-death experience. But what is even more fantastic is that she regained her health. She was able to write this book and to change her life. and make a change, a great change in ours. So thank you, Anita Moorjani, for your work. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for being brave. God bless you. And finally, an author that I recently discovered and I'm very excited to talk about is Daniel Sinclair. His book, The Primal Contradiction, My Escape from the Pitfall of Self-Delusion, is a true inspiration from a person that maybe has never thought being a writer before writing this book, but felt this sudden and powerful urge to share his experience, how from a hectic adolescent life he saw something beyond words. He saw something beyond the behavior of people that surrounded him. He saw the light in humans and in nature, while living his normal life as a human being on earth. Isn't that wonderful to be able to see the more that there is without reaching the point of no return? So if this was possible for them, it can be possible and very accessible to us at any time, at any moment. And what all these authors say, due to their experience, is that even if you go through a rough time, and it is more often than not the pathway towards enlightenment, you need to be brave and open your heart, even if you don't really know what there is, what awaits for you out there. Because the gain is 100%, and your life can be turned around in a matter of minutes. I'm very happy to be able to discover them, and for a part of them to be able to share with them my own experiences. So if you have such spiritual experiences, I would very much like to hear about that, and maybe leave a comment. The transition between being a regular person and a spiritual one is sometimes very easy, but most of the times you have to go through difficult times in order to reach out and open your heart to new experiences that you haven't thought of before. It's like living a dream in real time. For some of you it may be scary. You may be very empathic to people and to everything that surrounds you. You may be anxious because you don't know what is happening to you, why suddenly you can feel so much more, you can see so much more, you can hear everything and understand in a very deeper level. I was blessed with the capacity of seeing, hearing and feeling things, but I can assure you that it wasn't very easy for me, mostly in places where tragedies had happened. I knew since I was very small that I had the capacity to feel deeper and have a big empathy for everything that surrounded me. But at some point in my life, I became even more empathic, And that hurt me to some degree, because I didn't know I could feel so much without being the main character of the story. My implication in those stories that made me feel so much at once was just the position of an observer. But I still felt a lot, and I tried my best to find a way to express everything that I was feeling. It's an exercise in itself, because how can you explain something that only you can feel, only you can see, only you can hear, smell? How can you explain the light at the end of the tunnel when you're the only one experiencing this? And I can guarantee you that you don't have to live the near-death experience to be able to reach these realms of love and serenity, of light, of enlightenment. Dr. Wayne Dyer said, "If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." And it is so true. Deepak Chopra always insisted on the fact that we should give up our ego and let our soul free to experience. Whenever the ego intervenes in our life, it's blocking our pathway towards the reality, the spiritual reality that we seek. And finally, there is one question that I need to ask you. Do you want to be happy, or do you want to be right? Because your ego will always want to be right, but your soul will always want to be happy. So it's time for you to choose if you want to be happy and fulfill your soul desire, or to be right and feed your ego every day. What choice do you think that is more opportune for you? And which of these choices will help you lead a better and peaceful life? So thank you for listening and tuning in to my first episode. I hope you have enjoyed my story, and I hope you will follow me from now on. Until then, make it count.